Today at St. Ignatius College Preparatory School in San Francisco, also known as SI, 200 students will be given an echo and EKG.
The tests are being made possible by the Gable Heartbeats Foundation.
For more, we're joined live from the school by Michelle Gable, co-founder of the Gable Heartbeats, who is with her two children, Mateo and Grace. And Michelle, thank you for joining us this morning along with your children.
Oh, thank you so much for having us. We appreciate it.
Of course. Before we get to the exams going on behind you, for our viewers, just if you don't mind telling the story of Michael and what happened to him and how we ended up here today.
Yeah, about 8 years ago, we lost Michael Gable, my husband, their dad, from hypertrophic cardiomyopathy, which is a thickening of the heart muscle. And we lost him very suddenly. Due to sudden cardiac arrest. He absolutely had no signs whatsoever, and he was in great shape. And then 2 weeks after that, my daughter fell into heart failure. And what we learned from the two things that happened, and obviously Grace is here with us and doing great, it was a genetic condition in our family that's caused by a mutation of one of our genes. And from there, we just knew that we had to do something, and what Michael would have done is to be proactive and try and stop this from happening in other people's families.
You've implemented this program at other schools through your foundation, and you say you've actually helped save lives. Tell me about your findings when you screen young teenagers.
Yes, well, when we do screenings, we do both an EKG and also an echocardiogram. We feel we need to do both of those at the same time to get more of a complete heart health for parents. And they go back and everything's read by pediatric cardiologists. And from there, we're able to see if there's any abnormalities in some numbers that look abnormal. And then we will contact the parents if we do find anything that is abnormal from numbers. And normally within a heart screening of 200 kids, we normally find 3 to 4 kids that have numbers outside of normal limits.
Michelle, these tests can be very expensive, and I know that the kids here are being provided with these tests, but if a parent is watching at home, how do they know that they might want to test their kids for this?
Absolutely, and that's why we do it, and that's why we do all the fundraising for the heart screenings and the AEDs that we provide schools and gyms and cities, is that one of these tests, especially the echocardiogram, is very hard to get unless you're symptomatic. And the whole point about this is we need to catch it before someone is symptomatic. It could cost upwards of $2,000 to get a echocardiogram done at a doctor's office. We try and provide all these screenings for free. We have help from sponsors, from many community supporters, and then you can find our events online at gableheartbeats.org.
I remember being on that campus back in 1990 when I was a freshman, and Owen Fitzgerald unfortunately collapsed and lost his life from something similar. So what does it feel? How do you feel when you are doing these tests and someone who had no idea what was going on with their heart, it's discovered that they actually do have an issue?
I'll tell you, I get chills because you never want to find anything. We're hoping that we find nothing and that everyone's okay. But when we do find out that we catch something, I just know that it's all worth it. And I know that that's what Michael would want us to do. And he's so proud of these kids to be so passionate and involved with Gable Heartbeats, and so proud of everyone that helps us out. Our board, our supporters. I mean, we can't be more thankful because we are saving lives.
Gable Heartbeats, it's a wonderful foundation. Thank you for all you do, and thank you to Mateo for joining you, and great to see and hear that Grace is doing wonderful. So Michelle Gable, we appreciate your time and have a wonderful event out there in San Francisco.
Oh, thank you guys so much. We really appreciate it.